Hello, today we are going to be talking about our latest TMS update. We are going to start off with a minor UX enhancement that we have. So we are redeveloping some of our intermediate windows. So if we go into one of our drivers, for example, this should also be the same under the carriers. If you open up one of these tabs here, say charges, for example, you will now be able to see the similar format to what we have for a list, where you can search for specific criteria, toggle through the pages, and then export it to any of these file types if needed. We are also going to be developing a button where you can adjust the visible columns that you see here to only see the information that would be needed. The next change that we have is in regards to how tolls are viewed on a settlement. So we'll just show you an example here. If we scroll down here to our tolls, we will now have the Plaza and agency information on the tolls in the description. So previously it was empty or it just had the word tolls. Now we will be pulling, again, the Plaza and agency. Next change that we have is going to be a small one in regards to express codes. If we open up an express code or inputting one, we now have the option to pay this express code to the owner. So you'll see this little checkbox. So that will be a similar format as we have for charges, but now for express codes. Please keep in mind that under the general tab of that driver, you have to have this pay to owner section filled out in order for that to be available for you. The next change that we have is going to be in regards to our LTL order stops. So we will go into our order planning here. We will see that we have, for example, an LTL that was already added to a main order. So if we open this one up, I'll just show you where it was attached. So here we have our LTL order, as you can see, attached to our general order. And previously, if we open up that actual LTL, we were not able to add stops to it when it was attached to the general. But now we have made this section available. So as you can see, this LTL is attached to the main one, and we have the ability to create additional stops for that LTL order after it's attached. So if we need to add like a split drop, for example, or we need to change anything, we will now be able to do that without having to disconnect that LTL order from the main one. So if we go back into this main order, this will lead us into our next change. We will be able to, when dispatching, now actually have a Bobtail feature where if we are requiring trailers, we can now go to the pickup of an order without a trailer assigned. So as you can see, we will now be able to pick up a new trailer on our way to an order. So if we are going via Bobtail, we will be able to do that. So just show you how this works. You can fill out the check-in, check-out times, and then you can pick up your new trailer here, which would be a required field. Pick the one that you want, and as you can see, it will then dispatch it. So please bear in mind that this will correlate to the setting that you have under preferences, under general here, that if you are allowing to dispatch without a trailer, then that field won't be required. But if you don't have this selected, you will then have to choose that trailer in order to dispatch the order if you are going via Bobtail. So the next changes that we have are going to be in regards to some of our reports. So we'll start off with a change that we have to our dispatch report. As you can see, we have adjusted the format here. Now you can sort it by truck or by order, add your coordinators in a different fashion, and we have additional columns as well with additional information in a full and short option for you. So let's just increase the timetable. We'll add our coordinators. As you can see, you can add by one specific one or for all of them in the time period. Click on calculate. It will pull up the data here. And as you can see, you will have a lot of columns here broken down with quite a bit of information and a total down here summary at the bottom. The last small change that we have in regards to this update will be on our movements history. So as you can see, we have now added additional splits to these drops, so you'll be able to see all of the drops associated with the data and the time period. So if we increase it, we can click on calculate. We will then generate the data here for you, and you'll be able to see which ones were splits, yes or no, and then a type here as well to give you a bit more description. So those are going to be the enhancements on our movement history report. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact us. Thank you.